there is a problem going on in the murder drones community. It's been going on for quite some time now, and I haven't heard many people talk about it. It's been a problem with a lot of the biggest creators, such as Yagster, myself, and even Totally Not. That problem is, wait, nitpicking? That's the problem? That's like the most first world problem out there. And you're right. It is. In fact, I barely care. None of the creators that I talk about in this video is meant to hate. In fact, most of the people in these are great people. I know them and their videos are great too. But I like to complain, so I'm going to do it anyway. Now, when thinking of creators who nitpick, one who comes to mind instantly as someone the community likes to bash on is Venomoth. I mean Vanity Moth. Please notice me, Vanity. But I'm not actually talking about them. I think it's important to distinguish between quote criticism and nitpicking. And since I brought him up, Vanity is going to be the example I'm using. For example, Vanity is known for his very negative takes, such as pretty much everything on his channel. But that's criticism, a lot of which is actually valid. Does not mean I agree with it. In fact, most of the things I very, very heavily disagree on. But he doesn't, and I guess, you know what, that's fine. Yeah, he's criticizing real flaws in the shows. Okay, well, most of the time he's criticizing real flaws. Sometimes the flaws aren't actually valid, but, you know, it's fine. What I'm talking about is very small things that don't actually matter and making them into a much bigger issue than they actually are. Not to say he never nitpicks, he definitely does, but I've seen a lot of hate of him for, well, honestly, that's not really justified, in my opinion, plus that's not the topic of the video anyway. Just wanted to talk about Vanity because I'm sure there would be that one dude in the comments asking where Vanity is. I see you, Timmy. When comparing Vanity's video to Totally Not's video about that, there's a lot of similar things here, but there was some nitpicking, so I'm going to use it anyway. Like, looky here. A lot of the things she said about that were valid, such as he doesn't get enough characterization and his motive boils down to just him being nice, blah blah blah, whatever. That's criticism. But when looking at the episode 2 segment, there is one part that's very much not criticism. It's something about how Thad should have gotten a line of dialogue explaining how he got past the doors and found Uzi, as well as why he did, ignoring the fact that most of this is explainable, such as Khan being in a parent-teacher conference and not caring if Uzi is in or out of the colony. And also Uzi found the disassembly drone lair pretty easily in the pilot, so I don't know why he wouldn't find it pretty easily in episode 2. Ignoring all of that, does this really matter? Genuinely, does this actually matter? Not really. Like, sure, he could have gotten a line or two, but like, who cares? He explained how he got it. I don't see the need to talk about any of the other things. No hate to Totally though, because her video on that is still absolutely peak, and they're an awesome person, and I want to recommend checking out their video after this one, and the link will be in the description in case you want to. Another creator I of course need to mention is the car crash criminal himself, Yagster. What the fuck are you? I'm mostly talking about his tier list stream he did recently. Now what's wrong with it? Nothing really. Wait, is that frontal bucket in F tier? Oh hell no, this list sucks. And Doll's dad, after I made a whole video on him, literally shaking my head, shaking my ass, shaking my V right now. Pitiful. Only thing saving it is V is the highest character besides Brayden, so that's the most huge W for Yag. That takes like 5 years off of his 67-year sentence for drunk driving. You know what, Yag? Let's see how you like it. Your tier list? It's a D tier tier list. Yeah, I said it. Change from to S and it'll become an S tier. Don't test me. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, nitpicking. Well, there was one character, the teacher, that he said the teacher should have talked in episode 8. Like, just be happy he's there. Like, at all. Crying emoji, sobbing emoji, straight face emoji. Yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to yell at him for that, and also his frontal bucket take, because he should be S tier, and I don't know any reason why he's not. Finally, we have to talk about Sleepy Star. Now, what did he nitpick? Nothing. So why am I bringing him up? Well, Sleepy, if you're watching this, you owe me a diamond, and probably more than one diamond. The split resources from when we went mining, iron, and a name tag. I went mining by myself and died when I found 11 diamonds. I need my cut, Sleepy. Anyways, are there other creators you nitpick? Obviously myself included. I've definitely done a bit of it in the past in some of the other videos. but of course I'm always right, so it doesn't matter. Also, of course, there's Uncom, but that's kind of like his whole thing. He's like the CinemaSins type thing, so I'm not really gonna hold that against him. Obviously, he doesn't actually care about most of this stuff. Feel free to not nitpick this in the comments below, because you really shouldn't. Because this whole video is about why nitpicking is bad, and that's a no good. So don't do that. In fact, tell me in the comments why this is the best video you've ever watched in your life. You're welcome.